Yo, what is up, guys? It's Wednesday and time for another full body strength session. Today we've got three little pairings for you. The first pairing is an activation pairing of single leg glute bridges and hollow holds. Just 2 rounds of that, guys. 10 to 15 reps per leg on the single leg glute bridge, straight into hollow holds for 20 to 30 seconds. Rest about 30 seconds and repeat that. Just get your nervous system turned on, get your whole body firing, ready for the rest of the session. Next, we move on to 2 different strength pairings, 3 rounds of each pairing. So you're going to do your B pairing, single leg deadlifts, 12 to 20 reps. You won't need weights on that. Try push as many good form reps as you can. 30 seconds rest into push-ups, weighted if possible. You should be aiming for around the 10 rep mark here in terms of adding weight or working at a specific elevation. But you want to work to your max. We're only doing 3 rounds, so we're going to push to our max today. A little bit different on that. So 30 seconds between the 2 exercises, 90 seconds between rounds, 3 rounds of that. Same structure in terms of sets and rest on the next pairing. Ice skaters, so a bit more dynamic. Explosive ice skaters, 30 to 40 reps, alternating sides obviously. So do as many as you can there, keeping explosive. 30 seconds rest into lateral crawl. With the lateral crawl, you're going to crawl 3 meters to your right or left and then 3 meters back. Keep your knees just off the floor. And you're going to keep going for a maximum distance, crawling there and back, until you cannot keep your knees off the floor and you need to take a break. And that will constitute 1 set of that. So it's a nice, short, effective workout as per usual. Get it done, stick to the variables, and enjoy it, guys. For the single leg glute bridge, lie on your back and bend your knees, then hug one knee against your chest lightly. From there, push yourself up, squeezing your glute. Make sure you pause at the top, locked out. You should not be generating any movement from your lower back. Drive hard through your toes of the down foot, squeezing your glute hard throughout the movement.
So Maureen's going to lie on her back to set up, curl up into a ball, crunch her shoulders up. From this crunch position with her upper back elevated off the floor, but lower spine pressed into the floor, she's going to straighten one leg, then the other leg. Keep this crunch position, so she's shortening from her rib to her hip. Hold that for 20 to 40 seconds. Okay, relax, Maureen. So the first movement is a single leg deadlift. We want to mimic the normal barbell deadlift pattern. So often when people train a single leg deadlift, they do the Romanian deadlift. So that's hips a bit higher. We want to mimic the full deadlift pattern on this specific movement. Okay, so we're going to first show you the regress version, holding onto a chair for a bit of balance, so you can get used to the movement your first set with this, or stick with it if you're struggling to balance. So what Maureen's going to do is drop down into a full deadlift. Her weight is predominantly on her heel towards the back of her foot. Her back knee slowly lowers and drops and touches just behind her front foot ankle. Okay, so she's getting into, if you look from the side angle, she's getting into the full deadlift pattern. If you want to progress this movement, slow it down. Or hold some weights on the side if you have. So what we don't want to see is the knee shaking around, slow and controlled. If you look from the front, pause, and up. So for this, guys, work at a height that challenges you to your strength abilities, starting with an elevation table sort of height or the end of a couch. 5 seconds down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2-second pause, and up. So from there, you can go a bit lower. If you are a bit stronger, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, up. Or even more challenging, obviously flat on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And for the stronger guys, we can even weight it. So Maureen's going to go back down. Just to give you an example of how to do it. Load something onto your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, up. So you can really progress this to meet your needs, guys. So next, ice skaters. What we want to see on the ice skater is a little hop across, dipping into like a lateral lunge, back foot elevated. What we don't want to see is just shooting across without bending the knee. So you want to load that hip. Let's go back to the proper version. Load and spring, load and spring. Okay, that's quite a challenging one, ice skaters. Sit through. So we're going to show you how to set up, guys, for this lateral crawling, the sideways crawling. So Maureen's going to just show you. She's going to go into a crawl position on all fours. Her knees are just above the floor, as you can see. Her hands are directly beneath her shoulder joint, okay? And her knees directly beneath her hip joint. And she's got a straight line from hand, knee, foot. If you see from the front, Maureen will show you from the front, you've got a straight line from your hand, knee, foot. So a nice boxed square position. So you're going to start at a marker. Put your markers roughly 3 to 5 meters apart. Okay, obviously the further the more challenging. And you're going to move slowly. She'll start slowly hand to hand, and then your feet follow. So your hands go together and your feet go apart. So it's hands together while your feet are apart, and then the opposite.